Hey there, BookTube. How's it going, guys? Welcome, Noah, and welcome to the Friday. How's it going, guys? Welcome, Noah. I gotta turn. We don't need no echo, right? Very cool. Hey, Mark. Hey, Scott, Becky. Nice to see y'all. Mark Richardson's in the house. Summer, cozy reading with Quaker Cats. Very cool. Nice to see you guys. Yeah, right. Very cool. Nice to see y'all hanging out. And yeah, happy Friday. Jeez. Hey Ryan, Republic of Bad Taste in the house. Very cool. And I gotta say, this week my book hunting game is on point. All right. um, it has been an awesome week, and it has been an awesome uh 2 weeks, even maybe even more, of getting books. So I have some awesome stuff to show you, and I'm surprised myself at what I have been able to come across. In the last Friday live, I showed my haul, and then this one as well. It's ridiculous. So let's get to it. Nice to see everybody hanging out. Christy Louise Dostoevsky in space. Thanks for coming by. Yes, you do get a book haul today. That's for sure. Hey, Yasmin. Yasmin to the Lit House in the house. Very cool. Congrats on 800. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. And it's been a wild week for subscribers. It's crazy. It's like I go up, you go up three, you lose four, you go up two, you lose one. It's like you'll never figure BookTube out. You know what I mean? You'll never figure it out for sure. And it is time to build some new bookshelves. I need to just get my carpentry skills on point to where I can just build my own bookshelves and make my walls books. You know what I mean? Hey, the font. Barb is in the house. Nice to see you. And now we can start. Um, the font. I want to start off just by saying thank you so much for being so open and sharing your video. It really did resonate with me, even though the thing is I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it constantly. The day that I saw, yeah, that's right, Spidey in the black suit, not Venom. You know what I mean? I'm Spidey in the black suit. Um, I love that story arc in Marvel where Spidey has gotten the symbiote suit. Hey, intellectual reads. I am reading the recognitions for March of the Mammoths. You can see it right here, and we'll get to that in the live here because I'm gonna do the haul first. So very cool, and yeah, I watched your video, Barb, and then I was, found myself thinking about it all day. And I was like, well, how can I enter into this conversation? You know, because I'm one that, I was very lucky in my life. I came from a very uh, open, conversation oriented family that, you know, issues and the ways that we thought, I never felt wrong for feeling any kind of way in my life. Hey Jay Maddox in the house. I never felt in a kind of way that I felt like, I was wrong or that I should hide how I'm feeling about anything. So it's just been a growth process for me, And then early in my life, when I started college, is when I came in contact with Buddhism. And that was a big step to working with my own inner mind. And I've grown a lot of ways because of that and avoided a lot of kind of negativity, I think, because of that. So uh then I just thought, I'm like, well, this is perfect for my Buddhism series. So I'm glad that you like that. And all inspired by you, that's for sure. Hey, Room Note. Nice to see you for sure. So first I want to shout out to my boy. He's not here. Hey, Scion. Scion Doss in the house. Thanks for coming by, brother. Very cool. Nice to see you. And I know that you can't make it every time because you guys do, Jay and Scion do the coffin couch. What an awesome little series. If you guys like movies, especially horror movies, and exploring those and talking them out, Coffin Couch is the place to be. It's a podcast, but first it is actually put on YouTube and talked out in a visual and audio medium, but then put out as a podcast. So check out Scion D. It's a pretty cool little show. And no worries, man, but I'm glad you're here when you can be. Awesome. Hey, Ben. I hate movies. You know, books are definitely better. Movies are always lacking towards the books, right? First, I want to shout out to my boy C.S. Miller Books on Instagram. If he's in the live, you'll see him as Moto Hero. That's his name on. Hey, you got it, Scion. You got it, brother. You deserve it. And if he's on YouTube, you see him as Moto Hero. That's his name. But on Instagram, it is C.S. Miller Books. That's what you want to follow on Instagram right there. He's an awesome bookseller, and he's got everything. So I was actually very, 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 very lucky to come across on his site Invisible Cities by Italo Calvino. Look at this Harcourt Brace Jovanovic edition right here. I haven't taken it out because I'm just going to keep it. This is for the shelf, right? And then I got, what I love is to have a hardcover. One of my favorite Calvinos, that's for sure. Italo Calvino, Invisible Cities. This is Waterstones. It is a beautiful hardcover edition, and something for posterity, right? And so that's what I got. Very cool. Nice to see you guys, for sure. I love to have my boys. I love to have my boys and my girls, Christy, Peg, Peg at the history shelf in the house. Nice to see you. And Summer, for sure. Yeah, Peg got married. Martine, what a lucky girl, right? she's gonna reach through the YouTube and slap me for that one. Oh my God, I love On a Winter's Night a Traveler. If On a Winter's Night a Traveler. God, I love that book so much. So much. Nah, Peg. I think we can both agree that you are unbelievably lucky to have Martine in your life. What an amazing woman to put up with your insatiable book love. which is what we're all here for, right? We love the written word. And I read one of the most amazing books that I've ever read in my life this week. I finished it just like maybe 2 hours ago, maybe 2.5 hours ago. That's Against the Day by Thomas Pynchon, but we'll get to that because I want to keep on with the haul first. I was able to come across the New York Review of Books, Magda, uh, Szabo, The Door. I love the New York Review of Books editions because they are so um, simple but very cool, right? I get my books from used bookstores. I'm voracious as far as finding thrift stores and used bookstores to go to, and I check them out any chance that I get, and I find really cool books, right? Because and 9 times out of 10 they are unread. You know, how do I know they exist? What, the bookstores? Um, when I'm in a city, when I work, I'm in cities around Atlanta that I don't live in, so I will go ahead and I will just Google Map bookstores or Google Map thrift stores or Google Map antique malls, and I'll see what all around the area is is around, and then I'll stop them if I can. Ah, come on, Peg. It will happen. It will happen. Very cool. But that's the way it goes, right? Yeah. New York Review of Books is doing some great stuff. So, Magda Szabo, The Door. I will be reading that soon. It sounds great. And then I got something that I've never heard of before. Norman Mailer. Do you guys know about Norman Mailer? I'd love to hear some of your stuff or some of your thoughts on him. I got An American Dream, and I got this for really, really cheap, $1. So I grabbed it because it says it is that Norman Mailer is a devastatingly alive and original creative mind, a work of fierce concentration, perfectly and often brilliantly realistic, with a pattern of remarkable and imaginative coherence and intensity. And then on actually the synopsis on the back, it says, "An American Dream grabs the reader by the throat and refuses to let go." So I'm down. I'm definitely down. Very cool. Yeah, that's right, Ryan. Yeah, I saw you posted something on Instagram about Joshua Cohen's title there, right? Mailer was a total jerk. Well, no surprise there, right? Wow. I didn't know NYRB was doing a flash sale right now. It seems like a lot of places are doing a flash sale right now. Princeton University Press, I saw that you posted that, but but there's another that I was looking at about too. Very cool. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, Christy. That's for sure, right? Oh, is Kelly hooked on books in the house? Yeah, Kelly hooked on books. What's up, book person? How you doing? Me and Yasmin at To the Lit House are rocking the Borges. I got it sitting right here just to hold the stack up. I'll put the door back on it or whatever. Um, but we're loving some Borges, that's for sure. We've gotten through the major works, and we're gonna go through the rest of Borges stuff. And what are we doing? We're going to do the Garden of Forking Paths on Sunday. So there's a little sneak peek or a little teaser. If you're watching the live here, then you know that we're doing the Garden of Forking Paths by Borges on Sunday. We're gonna talk all through it. It's awesome. It's completely mind blowing, is what it is. All right. So I came across in a thrift store The Girl with Curious Hair by David Foster Wallace. This is David Foster Wallace's first collection of short stories, and it's kind of like nonfiction, but like kind of Wallace Wallace doing nonfiction. So um, seems pretty cool. Yeah, Scott Danielson said that he had something to do with his church tonight, and so all good. You know, I miss him too. I like hanging out with Scott, that's for sure. But I'm sure he'll catch it. He'll catch it. But that's a great cover, huh? So the first collection of David Foster Wallace's short stories, I'll get to it when I get to it, right? My next David Foster Wallace is going to be The Broom of the System, for sure. Very cool, Chrissy. You're so funny. And Jack at Rambling Raconteur, thanks for coming by, brother. Nice to see you. I hope you had a nice week as well, brother. It's been a ridiculous week. The Girl with the Curious Hair is fiction. Cool. I've read a supposedly fun thing I never do again. Very, that are journalistic takes, but I kind of thought that The Girl with Curious Hair was kind of nonfiction because it said that it's reimaginations of reality. So I kind of thought that it was taken like maybe fiction expounded on from actual events. It it definitely is early David Foster Wallace. The only thing that he had written up until this point is The Broom of the System, which was his thesis. So um I'm definitely down for it because I like to explore early works by an author and then go for their uh their later stuff after I get an idea of where they come from. That's just how I like to do it. You better get harder, Jack, for sure. Jack is a hard enough reader for sure, I tell you. Ben, Ben, you can go somewhere with that stuff, bro. I love David Foster Wallace. I really do. Um, Definitely not for everybody. Definitely has his own kind of style, but I really dig it. So today I went into a half price books and I found two amazing dark darky archive press books, and you guys on Instagram will know what I'm about to show. But it is Carlos Fuentes, Where the Air is Clear. This is his debut novel, unread, completely unread. So I don't know much about Fuentes except for that when it comes down to it. Hey, Leo, nice to see you, brother. Thanks for coming by. And except for that, Borges was an influence on Fuentes. And man, I love Borges. I really do. So very cool. um, Ben likes David Foster Wallace. Don't let him kid you. And then I got Carlos Fuentes. This is from the same store at the same time. Carlos Fuentes, Terra Nostra. Look at it's 800 pages. It's not as big as it looks. You know what I mean? 800 pages is totally readable. And this is like his epic. But look at this. Okay? What it is this is the table of contents. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So you got maybe 130 titles in this. It strikes me like Borges for sure, because it's all these little titled works that may or may not be may or may not be um, independent as far as what they're getting across. Maybe connect to the bigger narrative as it goes, but this is right up my alley. Um, Looks beautiful. Very cool. Yes. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Um, this is just one of those lucky finds, and that's why I say read the opening paragraph of Terra Nostra. I will. All right. Is it I don't wanna read the wrong thing. Page 9 is where it starts. All right. The Old World. This is called Flesh, Spheres, Gray Eyes Beside the Cyan. Incredible. The first animal that dreamed of another animal. Monstrous. The first vertebrae that succeeded in standing on 2 feet and thus spread terror among the beasts. Still normally and happily crawling close to the ground through the slime of creation. Astounding, the first telephone call, the first boiling water, the first song, the first loincloth. Uh, just right? We're going to check it out. I can't wait to get to it. So there we go. There's the haul. That was C.S. Miller Books, a used bookstore that C.S. Miller Books on Instagram, a thrift store that I went to, and then today a used bookstore where I got the two Fuentes. Terra Nostra is an epic. I'll just read you the back. Terra Nostra, one of the great masterpieces of modern Latin American fiction. He's Mexican. Terra Nostra is concerned with nothing less than the history of Spain and South America, with the Indian gods and with Christianity, with the birth, the passion, and the death of civilizations. Fuentes skillfully blends a wide range of literary forms, stories within stories, Mexican and Spanish myth, and famous literary characters in this novel, which is both a historical epic and an apocalyptic vision of modern times. Terra Nostra is that most ambitious and rare of creations, a total work of art. Boom, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That is, that's why I say, my book buying game is on point. Am I right? Let me catch up. Yeah, right. Thanks, PG. I mean, dude, I just finished Against the Day. That is 1,085 pages. I just finished it today, and it's it was wild. Let me tell you. That's right. Donna Huguenot back in the house. Nice to see you, Donna Huguenot. Thanks for coming by. And Sam Dawson. I tell you, buddy, I watched your video earlier today. We were talking about China Mieville. I love China Mieville for sure. And your ability to gain and acquire these Folio Society editions is totally epic, brother. I love that. Completely love it. I don't know. I'll I don't, I'm not familiar with the Fuentes that has mirror in the title or nonfiction by Fuentes. That's for sure. But I'll see if it's there. Let's see if I can pull it out real quick. I don't see it in the other books by Carlos Fuentes, but this also could be. Oh, The Buried Mirror: Reflections on Spain and the New World, 1992. The Buried Mirror might be what you're thinking about. Yeah, mine is. Don't play with me, Jack. Jack is trying to mess with me. Don't mess with my mind, bro. We did a reading group for Against the Day, and we did a reading group, and we compared our book blocks before we did it, and the hardcover and the paper, the trade edition here have the same book block. So it is the same. Uh, it is the same number of pages and the same words on every page. That's right. There's so much worse stuff that we could be doing than spending our money and acquiring literature. So, for sure. Yeah, Peg, get to it. I tell you, this, oh, I'm in love. Mm, I am in love. This book is probably my favorite Thomas Pynchon when it comes down to it. I'm gonna give a full. I'll do a video talking about Against the Day, fully for sure. Probably this next week because I want to get it done before I start before March. I'm gonna do a video to wrap up the big book that I read each month because that's just how it's going. My TBR is to read big books every single um every single month through 2021. So brings us to what's coming up because I'm doing a buddy read with um, Mark Nash and Literature Confidential. I hope that he's still in on it and the intellectual reads. You want to jump on this for March of the Mammoths, brother? If so, uh, hit me on Voxer. I'll put my Voxer in the description box right now. I think I think that is it. That is my Voxer ID, and you can find me on there and hit me and say, "Hey," and we can start a conversation, and we'll put a little discussion group together for the recognitions that by William Gaddis. I'm looking to do 200 pages a week. That's the pace that we're shooting for is 200 pages a week, and then we'll get the recognitions done in March, right? All right, let me catch up. Don't be a quitter. That's right. That's right, Becky. All right, cool. There's my Voxer. Yeah. Every month I have a mammoth happening as well. That's the way to go. Yeah, hit me on Instagram. I'll get you. And then yeah, install Voxer and hit me and I'll get you on there. Um I think I don't know if the recognitions is going to be better than JR. I can't say because I haven't read the recognitions, but JR is so freaking funny and great, and I love it so much that I don't know if uh recognitions is going to beat it out, but we'll see. Ryan, Voxer is perfect for read-alongs and buddy reads. You can do text messages, but you can also do voice messages. So you can leave a text right there saying what you're talking about, talking up to, and then you can leave voice messages so that you kind of all stay on the same page with um, what you're what you're reading or what you're talking about. So Voxer is perfect for group reads, buddy reads, that kind of action, and it's just been um, perfect for BookTube. A lot of BookTuber use it, that's for sure. I might read more than 200 pages a week for sure, but the pacing for the recognitions is 200 a week. And along in March, I'm going to read uh, with Yasmin to the Lit House. This is so cool. We're going to jump into William Faulkner's As I Lay Dying. And this is also going to be with Una over at the Codex Cantina. He's doing As I Lay Dying and said that he probably won't put a video out on it until April. But March is when he's reading it, so we'll have a little group going where we can talk about it, right? And this is Flannery O'Connor said that this was her favorite William Faulkner novel, and I can't wait to check it out for myself and go through that the way that Yasmin and I have gone through Borges, and we're talking about a writer that is very much her culture. And now we're going to do a Southern writer that is very much my culture, so we're going to kind of switch. We're going to kind of switch roles on that and read some really good stuff that also I can probably input some cultural context for it, the way that you have done an amazing job, Yasmin, for bringing me a better understanding of what Borges is talking about. Jack! I think that Jack is here. He might still be here. Come on, Christy. Do it. You know you can squeeze it in. You can squeeze it. You got some time. So funny. Kevin's gonna hate me. I'm not trying to blow out the reading. I know we all want to read so much stuff, right? So Jack had said, and you tell me, Yasmin, if this is not perfect, and anybody else that knows Borges, check. I'm loving it, Christy. I'm squeezing like 13 books. So funny. So Jack said that Borges is like this. If you were in the world, in reality, and you were like in all of reality, and the reality is like a hall of mirrors, okay? So the mirrors are reflecting all each other. And in the mirrors are all of reality. And then one of those mirrors is shattered, and you take one part of the shattered mirror that you shattered, right? And that is the story. That's Borges. That's how Borges does his stories. It's perfect. It's so good. I love it. See, Jack. See, that's some soft reading right there. See, that's what I'm talking about. One fish, two fish. See, that's what I'm talking about when I talk about soft readers, right? Very cool. I thought it was perfect. I loved it. I love that little metaphor for Borges' writing, because when it comes down to it, Borges is completely unique. I don't know if anybody kind of emulates Borges, or if Borges emulates anybody else in any kind of way. It's so unique in style, in execution, and even in subject matter. So cool. So good. We're going to do, like I said, we're doing some more Borges. We're going to do the Garden of Forking Paths on Sunday. Boom. Can't wait for it. So, while I'm waiting on my March reads to gear up, while I'm waiting for my, hey, Recognitions Book Club, nice to see you, brother. Thanks for coming by. So, I've already shown a lot of books, bro. I hope you can see my little layout here, and read the first paragraph from Terra Nostra. It's awesome, and couple of new Italo Calvino Invisible Cities editions. I'll show this one again because I love it. This is actually the dust jacket that was on the first edition, first American edition, anyways, and I dig it. So, and I got me a hardcover of Invisible Cities as well. So, I'm reading the Recognitions in March. I just finished Against the Day. I finished Against the Day today. And so I'm still floating. I'm still floating. Sorry. And a friend from Instagram, in Heartfelt Ineptitude is his name. Oh, Peg is busting. Later, Peg. Enjoy your dinner for sure. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming by. And Heartfelt Ineptitude. I'm going to write it down. He just started a BookTube channel. He just started a BookTube channel, and he's only put out one video just today. And he's a great reader. And against his video, his first video is the top 10 books that he has read. And he put Against the Day. Very cool. Recognitions Book Club. I love Vineland. I love Vineland for sure. I haven't read Mason and Dixon. That's the only Pynchon I have left to read. Very cool. So he put Against the Day on his top 10 books that he's ever read. And I said, look, I just finished it. And he said something back to me that I mean, my heart, my heart, it is such a great. Come on, Ryan. We got to knock them out, baby. And I mean, I feel like I mean, I wish I could read more, but I just read at my own pace. You know what I mean? Some things are tougher than others. And so, I mean, dude, it took me a month to read um, Against the Day, and that was really focusing on it and really buckling down and doing it. It's a serious book, but you are doing um very cool. Yeah, subscribe to Heartfelt Ineptitude. He's a really cool guy, and check out his video. So I loved Against the Day. I love the ending, and I'm going to mull it over, and then I'll do a wrap up. So before my reads in March really kick off, as I lay dying, I'll start that in a little bit. First, if you're going to read Thomas Pynchon Christie, where to start is to not read more than one or two other books while you're doing it. Let me tell you, Pynchon is a tough read, but where to start for you, I would say Inherent Vice. For sure. Start reading Inherent Vice. I really had to buckle down to get it done in a month. Let me tell you, then it was tough, and I was thinking that I might not get it done. Uh, Bleeding Edge is awesome. Bleeding Edge is awesome, but I think that as far as I mean, maybe Bleeding Edge. I love Bleeding Edge. What a great book. So I'm gonna knock out John Williams, Nothing But the Night. I'm gonna do this one before I get to As I Lay Dying, for sure. And then I'm gonna jump on my memoirs. I'm gonna read Arjun and the Good Snake by Rick Harsch. This is gonna be my riding buddy at work. We got a little Rick Harsch. I'm coming for you, Noah. Thanks, Rick. Rick Harsch is a great guy. So I'm gonna knock this one out. I hear it's really, really, really good. One of my favorite Instagrammers, medical marijuana, miracle. I don't know. I don't know. He says that this is his favorite book that Rick has written. So Crying of Lot 49 is short, but Crying of Lot 49 is a puzzle, and it's not a straightforward narrative the way that Inherent Vice is. That's why I choose Inherent Vice as a place to start. Slow Learner is a good place to start because it's short stories, and it'll give you an idea of what you're getting into with Thomas Pynchon. But it's also very early Thomas Pynchon, and I'm not a fan of V. I mean, I like V. I wouldn't disparage it really, but I don't recommend V because just like I don't recommend Gravity's Rainbow, I don't recommend going into those things until you love Thomas Pynchon. V is a very scattered and narrative. It's a very scattered narrative, and so I personally suggest, you know, um, Inherent Vice, but Bleeding Edge as well. And then I'm gonna do another memoir. I'm gonna get to why would you DNF Inherent Vice? I can't wrap my head around that. I'm gonna do The Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion. I've heard amazing, amazing things. I love you, Jack. God, I love you, brother. I love that. We'll see. We'll see if if I like. I do love John Williams. I loved Stoner very very much, and I do love debut novels. I do. I like to see where novelists come from, what their ideas are. when they first start writing. That's where my I really just dig it. I'm not calling you a noob. I'm not calling you a postmodern noob. I'm just saying Thomas Pynchon is a tough read. It's not that postmodernism is not something that I would recommend you, kind of, or that I think you're not ready for something or something like that. It's not like that at all. It's that um, it's that Thomas Pynchon is dense, very very dense writing, and that's just how it goes. And I think that's valid. I think that's valid, Jack. That V. I mean it, dude. There's some beautiful stuff in V. There really is, but it's like snippets. You know what I mean? Because the whole book is so fragmented, and there's these beautiful, awesome scenes and settings and portions. But as a work, what does it do? What does it deliver? You know what I mean? And so I just see it. It's very early. It's very. Uh, it's not mature. Thomas Pynchon, that's for sure. That's right. Hey man, I like Faulkner as far as what I've read already, and I love Southern literature, but I will not hesitate, sir. I will not hesitate to burn it down if I want to. You know what I mean? Little barn burning action. I love barn burning. What a great short story. I don't know if Pynchon is the biggest challenge in American novel writing, but he's definitely a challenge. There's no denying that Pynchon is a challenge, but um, Against the Day is so beautifully satisfying, y'all. It's this is the most accessible reading experience. Okay, it's huge. Okay, but as far as a reading experience, the flow of this thing, this is the way to go. As far as like just, I never thought that I would describe a Thomas Pynchon novel as beautiful, but this novel is beautiful. It is amazing and beautiful, and so I saw Meyer's Megafictional Musings. Megafictional Musings. Thank you for coming by, brother. I saw your copy of V, and then didn't you get Heart of the Country? I saw that. Very cool, brother. I like that, Christy. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that. Travis Myers Mega Fictional Musings. Y'all should be up on his channel if you're not already. He's a cool guy. And God, God, Against the Day is so beautiful. It really is. Um, it's hardcore as well. So don't get me wrong. Uh, just wait until I do my next video on Against the Day, and then I will then you can make up your mind whether reading it is for you or not. V was his debut. That's right. Hey brother, first time I saw you on the channel. Nice to see you. And yeah, V was his debut novel. That's why we give it a lot of uh we give it leeway, right? And because any debut novel I'm gonna give a lot of uh space for, because it's an author getting into their craft, and they deserve that for sure. No big deal. So but when it comes down to it, Inherent Vice, Bleeding Edge, um, Against the Day, Vineland. Those are just, I mean, that's where you want to be. They're so awesome. And Recognitions Book Club, good night, brother. Thanks for coming by. Nice to see you, man. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. And I'll read to you whatever you want as well because I can't wait. Because the night. That's pretty good, Jack. Jack, you're a hilarious guy. You really are. Funny. Um, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Pynchon has like two more books, maybe more, that is still being worked on and just waiting for us. Because Pynchon is known for writing multiple books at a time. And something like Against the Day, me and Jack have been talking about it a little bit today, and I think Jack is on point with what he said about Against the Day. With you can feel that Thomas Pynchon spent so much time with these characters. This is the most character-driven novel of Thomas Pynchon that I've read, and I think the most character-driven novel that he ever wrote. The characters are so enduring and they're beautiful and it is so, oh, I love it. Nice. Nice, Travis. Very cool, bro. Yeah, Pynchon's an old guy now, and we'll see before we'll see if he releases a new novel or if they're just laying in wait to be published posthumously, right? Yeah, number three of all time is what Heartfelt Ineptitude said, and I don't disparage it. That's for sure. I'm still taking it in. Like I said, I only finished it like 2 hours ago, but it is something that um you can get a feel that Pynchon wrote this book over the course of maybe a decade or more. You know, it's something that he spent a lot of time with, that he poured ideas into, that he really knew these characters inside and out. And it's a beautiful thing. Totally worth it. Totally just I love it. I loved it. Very cool, y'all. So I hope you enjoyed this one here, this live. We're getting up on an hour, so I want to readable. It's it is rereadable for sure. I would reread Against the Day. I will reread Against the Day. I will reread. I will touch on Against the Day. It's the kind of book that I will see now that I've read it. I'm really, really good at remembering like where in a novel certain things happen that stick with me. And I will open Against the Day and touch on certain parts of this storyline. I will revisit characters and get a feel for the prose at certain places and things like that over and over. I will do that because it is that beautiful. It really is that good. I saw I saw y'all's. I haven't commented much. Scott and Becky. I realized that because I've watched y'all's videos while I'm driving and while I've been working. But I've watched all your videos, uh, your TBRs and your tags. It's been really, really fun keeping up with you guys. I really enjoy your content. And thank you, everybody, for coming by. And I hope you enjoy uh, the haul. I feel like my game is just I'm at the top of my game for acquiring books at this point. I'm finding really really good stuff, and it's just kind of coming to me. So any comments, any kind of questions, any kind of ideas, shoot my way. And I just want to say thank you everybody for coming by. Christy Louise Dostoevsky in Space, Mark Richardson at Richardson Reads. Always a pleasure to see you, brother, and hang out on Friday night. Scott and Becky, you guys are the best. Ryan at the Republic of Bad Taste. Uh, Travis at Myers Mega Fictional Musings. Summer, Cozy reading the Quaker Cats. PG, I ain't fitting to read that. Boom, baby. The Room Note. So cool to have you around, that's for sure. Yasmin at To the Lit House. We're gonna have our another live on Sunday. Look out for that one. The Garden of Forking Paths. We're gonna do it right. And Donna Huguenot, thank you for coming by again. Very cool. Nice to see you. Yeah, nice to see you. Good night, brother. And I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of people, but it is very cool seeing everyone, and you make this what it is. You make the lives very very cool. So appreciate you. That's right, and catch you on the next one, BookTube. Bye bye.